Hello everyone and welcome to an exciting night of racing once again. Well, for the last time I should say, here for the St. Jude series. I am Moto Agogo, and I'm here to bring you guys the final round of St. Jude Race for the Kids 2018, and I thank you guys so much for being a part of this, all of it so far. For anybody out there watching that has been around since the very beginning, thank you guys so much. We've raised over $2,000 this year, which is amazing. Just absolutely fantastic year for the kids. We're doing tonight Vineyard Valley, which was Bradley Clay track that he had made a little while ago. See, Fritzler, she's going for the huge gap. There's a quite a big transfer on this track. You'll see it a couple of times for the pros tonight. But we're getting ready to go racing here in just a minute. We are going to start out, and instead of tonight doing 250 or the amateur and the pro class separate, we're racing them all together tonight, actually. So let's go ahead and double check, make sure that everything is good for streaming. Hopefully I am on. UAD grab in 1 minute. Let's let them do the thing. Hopefully I'm online for you guys. Let's see. I can't tell us. It looks like logged in. 2 viewers on the YouTube side. I'm hoping that's correct. Let me know, guys, if that is correct. Oh. There you go. Mixing around on things a little bit. Got a little bit last minute here on OBS. But hey, we're getting ready to get started. Watching Sabrina Ritzler get around the track, wheeling this whole section. That was pretty cool, actually. And once again, this is the final round, sadly. It's kind of disappointing. It's, you know, our 3rd year doing this. So very excited to, you know, watch the end of this, but at the same time, it's going to be exciting. Like I said, pros and AMs are going to be on the track at the same time, running a Le Mans style format where we're going to have points still count per class, yet everybody's racing together. We didn't have a lot of people show up tonight, so we just thought it'd be the best way to do 2 15 plus 2 minute motos and just have everybody race it out together. So that way we've got a more full gate and should be a lot more fun, as well as we're not here all night. You know what I mean? We're just going to get in here, have fun, watch this final round happen. See if anybody gets crowned the champion tonight, which I doubt anybody will change the points tonight, but we'll see. But yeah, pros and AMs together. Yeah, it's going to make it interesting. So, but the reason why we're doing that is we only had 7 pros show up and 25 AMs, which is disappointing. That jump is so cool to watch. But yeah, it's just the best way for us to do it tonight. We just figured it would be the easiest, and then also the points will just automatically update either or. So should just be a fun night of racing. Really excited to get going, and we should be starting any minute here. And again, thank you to everybody out there in TV land. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream since the very beginning. Hopefully audio and video looks great as we get going here. Should have a race here. UID grabbed already, ready to go. Sweet. So we are going to get here very soon. Get some racing going. Cheer 100. Thanks, man, for the cheers. I appreciate it. Sorry I don't have my my stuff up right now. Just commentary mode. But again, thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, hopefully audio video is great. Already got 10 viewers. Awesome. Good way to start. Almost as many people as we have racing tonight. I've got to make jokes. But we are getting ready to go. Rival, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well tonight. So we should have the first moto here in just a minute. UAD grab just happened. And once again, for anybody just now joining, oh, Hubbard, don't even worry about it, man. Like I said, final round. Don't worry about it, guys. We're just out here having fun. These guys have more of a chance to get the prizes. There's actually quite a few prizes on the line. The winner of each class will get a video game of their choice on Steam from a long laundry list of many titles to choose from. And then each side will also get a Nut-Up pack. Not sure what exactly Nut-Up is giving us yet. My PR rep has not gotten in. Rival, we already pulled UIDs. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, we've had this ready since 9 o'clock. We're supposed to start at 9. We delayed it to 9:20 because I had gotten on like 5 minutes before the race. So we're just setting everything up, getting going. So, sorry, man. I wish we could, like, last second. But yeah, it's just kind of already everything's set up. Oh yeah, no, Hubbard, I completely understand that. No, trust me, I do. I like that hole shot sign he made, the St. Jude hole shot. I don't think I'd ever seen that before. I don't think anybody else made. Oh, and he goes down. Rasmus is in here too. It looks like he might have left. Hopefully he's still in here. Got Kelly up in here. Damon, our host tonight, which is awesome. Thanks again for him doing that. Dogs, what's up, man? Good to see you. But yeah, like I said, just getting ready for the final round here. Thanks again to everybody here hanging out with me. It's been a great series so far, and really happy once again to do it for the kids. Like I said, over $2,000 raised. Fantastic year. It's you know, it's great to have done this for so many years. That adds it to somewhere around 29,000 we've raised in total to St. Jude over the years. So it's pretty cool. It's a great thing to be a part of, and happy that everybody else enjoyed it as well. Let's see, we should have everything going. Here we go. We got 32 riders here today. Hunter Root is going to be out here as well. Love seeing Root show up for these. It's really cool You know, just such a big name in our community and one of the fastest guys you'll ever watch. He actually had the fastest lap today of a 2:15, tying with, I actually don't remember who it was. That shows how good I am at keeping up with my own series. I can't remember who the rider was that he had tied with, but really excited to see how this goes. Once again, huge thank you to Bradley Clay for remaking this track. We ran it, I think it was 2017, no, 26, it was 2017. We ran this track. And just last year, and he went through and remade it, which is pretty cool. He changed up the sections quite a bit. I don't know, just a lot of cool little ideas he had added into it. Sand section is gnarly. I got a lot of complaints from people because they can't handle it. I'm sorry. But again, here we go. This should be a warm-up and lineup check for Moto number 1. And once again, we're not doing 2 separate motos tonight for AMs and pros. We're all going together off the gate. It should be very exciting. But, of course, placement and scoring will still count exactly like they would. Almost if you think of Le Mans style, best way to put it. So it's a Pro-Am tonight. Wish we were able to make it like teams and have like 1 pro and 1 am together. That would have been kind of festive if we were able to do that. So let's get our cams ready. Let's look through. Where is the guy we all want to see? And speaking of which, you might as well get a shout out. It's Hunter Root. To Bubba 40 over on YouTube if you guys want to check him out. So nice, man. Rival. That's great to hear. Seriously, that's great to hear. And look at that. Look at that handsome mug on the back banner. Moto, did you keep me on stream at all last night? I was too mad. I think I got you a little bit. But here we go, guys. Moto number 1 here on the final round of racing here at St. Jude. Race with the kids. Should be exciting. 15 plus 2 plus it is also just a warm-up. But just showing to see how everybody is out here. Great amount of sponsors, once again, helping us out with this series this year. And once again, just all for the kids, which is awesome. A couple people going down. And like I said, this is the warm-up. Making sure everything's good. Make sure E-Road's on. All that kind of stuff. People sliding out in the first corner. It's going to be interesting with pros and AMs together. So once again, Hunter Root already getting an early start. And of course, we jokingly call this the curse lap. That if you... it's a good thing you didn't make it through. If you win the curse lap, you're not going to win either of the motos for the day. People have proved it wrong, but... it's kind of a heavy statistic, so we like to run that as a joke. So as of right now, Well wants that curse. Oh, Quay is not going to go with it. White and green, though, dualies over the rolling double. Such a fun jump. Honestly, the track is full of booters if you just want to throw it sideways. Oh, White flipping, Well flipping. Everybody crashing back here. Green's going to come through. We also got a new reskin pack, which is good. It's not going to look as Excite Bike tonight. We hope. So it looks a little bit better for the guys who we don't have the skins on, but at least it'll look better than what the stock does. So either way. And once again, get ready for the skate drop of motor number 1 here. It should be exciting. Like I said, AMs and pros should be fun. Skying it as Heckman. He somehow lands it, though. I'm really honestly confused on how he actually landed that. The world may never know. All right, seems like a good lineup check. Looks like everybody should be in here. Oh, Rival, trust me, I know the feeling. Actually, lately, whenever I feel like playing this game, I just start playing Conan Exiles again. I don't know why. That's such a huge drop-off, and it's so easy to not catch any of the downside on it. Like, you could go so far and then still mess it up. Green is rocking this this parade lap. Just, once again, getting ready. Here's Trent up here. Good to see him out here. Nut Up Industries. The wheelies up the roller. And once again, just waiting for the restart. Making sure everything is good. So just double checking. Looks like we're just waiting. Everybody's waiting on this restart. But I have a feeling if Damon hasn't restarted yet, he is just waiting, just making sure everything is good. Maybe somebody being put in last minute. We don't know. This is why I'm not hosting tonight. And that's why I appreciate all the work that Damon has put into this. He's hosted every night of St. Jude. All of us worked for zero profit at all. Not a single dime came to us. Every cent went to St. Jude this year for May. So June's been... it's going to be an interesting month trying to catch back up with streaming stuff. But either or... Once again, let's go with the man, the myth, the legend, Hunter Root off the start. No, that's actually me. I'm Scott Sterling, so no, I'm just kidding. But let's see if Root can capitalize once again on being Hunter Root. Looks like we're waiting on somebody's toaster internet, but that's okay. All right, so here we go on the gate drop of Moto number 1 to the final round of St. Jude 15+2, AMs versus pros. If AMs somehow wins this, I'm going to be amazed. But here we go. Let's get ready. And gate dropping here at Vineyard Valley by Bradley Clay, and it is down. Nice wheelie down the start straight. He's going to get a great start. Actually, he might get the holy. No, he gets taken out. A lot of riders. Wow, the pileup is real. Anybody needs some parts for your bikes, you're probably able to find it on that yard sale. But Gatland is going to take your start here. Wow, Larkins also goes down. So it's Ethan Parks, a pro up close to the front. Eglin up here as well. But Gatland, your leader, I've got somebody Magic Manning here. That would be... Is that Ethan Parks? It is, actually. No, it's behind Ethan Parks. It's not even counting him as a rider, which is really interesting. He's lagging so bad. Might have missed time again. And our leader goes down, so that's going to allow Parks to get up into the lead. Not sure who the Magic Man rider is, but he is not showing up in our tally of riders. And he goes down. A couple other riders going to go down with him. That's Green as well down. Once again, Park's doing what he can to hold on to this lead. He's getting some battle coming up. Eglin's going to get by him. Beautiful pass. And a bit more of a fantasy track than what you guys have been seeing lately with the National Series. Eglin is going to go for the massive gap. Parks plays it safe. Let's look by a little bit behind them. Bit of a gap starting to stretch. Got Wilder up here as well. Gatland, Shepard. This is Moto 1 for tonight. If you weren't put in, I hope you'd said something right off the gate in chat, or else nothing we could really do about it, because I'm not hosting. So, but battle for the lead is warmed back up. Parks is all over the back of Eglin. And of course, being an open series, you run what you brung. So it's 250s versus 450s, AMs versus pros today. Very exciting racing. I'm sorry, JTD. That sucks, dude. But either or right now, looks like Parks is going to battle up the inside, cutting a little bit there. Not sure where timing it cuts are going to be. But still a pretty good battle here, right? Fairly close. The sand section is going to break him up a bit. Oh, and our leader making mistakes, or Colby not wanting to do that. Here goes Parks up on the outside, good drag race. He's going to get the pass as they go back up the step up. Both riders using the outside, a little bit of a berm off the wall there. Oh, and huge mistake off the cliff. So Gatland looks like he's going to capitalize on that mistake. Yep, because he's still down, and so is Jesse Matthews. Trent Shepard is going to catch up to him, but not going to take advantage as he jumps back over the finish line. Absolutely the worst way you want to get back on track. So it's going to allow a couple more guys by. It's going to allow Rasmus Exton by. Gonna have Cody England get back going again. Wells gonna get through. There's Sabrina Ritzler, White, Gale, Damon's up here. Oh, and some more riders down. That's Mallow. Holmes is up here. Wow. But back out front, the battle is going on again. That's actually Matthews versus Gatland. Looks like Parks had a mistake. Oh, and then down goes Matthews. So Gatland's going to take back over the lead here. And once again, being a bit more of a fantasy track, like I said, during compared to our normal nationals, this is going to be a bit different for all these guys. Go back a little bit further. Trent Shepard back here. Wilder, Matthews, Eglin, Ritzler. Where is Root? We saw him go down at the very beginning of the race. Hopefully he didn't already leave. There's Heckman up here. Again, a huge thank you to him for the cams for tonight. So Boxing back here, Larkins, Matthew just sitting on the track. It's Kelly. Root already has left. He was probably just not having it. Didn't feel like dealing with the AMs today that might have taken him out. I don't blame him at times. But Trent Shepard, great job here in second already. So we got Parks out in lead, Shepard and Gatland. This could actually get pretty interesting. Gatland had been knocking on the door of the lead and had the lead. Falling back, sadly. Going back a little bit further, Jesse Matthews right here as well. So these three could become a pretty interesting battle. Especially going through the sand here. We'll see who could... Oh, Gatlin almost going down. Matthews right behind, going a little bit more of the outside route to keep it safe. And you can see our leader right up there, Ethan Park. So they're not far at all away. And Gatlin gets high-sided. And oh! And looks like lag bubble or just legs off and just exploded. No idea what even happened to Gatlin there. That was kind of interesting. Oh, go back a little bit further. Oh, a bunch of riders together. That was Heckman and Damon getting together. They're both chasing Guggen right here. Or Guggen, maybe. Depending on nationality. A lot of riders right behind. This is where the main pack is. Oh, that's a rider up ahead that stopped. That is Josh Howard. Oh, they almost come together. Great battles all over the place. Once again, great job from Bradley Clay remaking this track this year. Kind of a nice surprise to everybody that we ran classics and a shakeup with the MotoGoGo compound, and then Bradley was like, hey, you know what? I could remake that track. And I was like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea, because we were going to run this track anyways, a different version of it. And I'm happy he came in and changed it up a little bit to make it exciting. This is a battle for 6th spot. We'll go back up front here in just a second, try to give everybody a little bit of TV time today. Throwing it huge off the sky shot. I mean, oh, and Ryan just not making it all the way. Let's go back out front. Ethan Parks versus Matthews, actually. This is going to be good. Ooh, Parks coming back a little bit too far on that whip. Oh, and Matthews getting held up. And again, this battle, there looks like there might drag race here soon. No, Parks is going to hold off a little bit further. They're not opting to do the huge line yet. I haven't seen anybody go for it. Man, just skying his Matthews. He's just launching it. Oh, he's going to get the pass by Parks, and he takes Parks with him. So that's going to allow Eglin to get back up here. Eglin had a good battle with Parks as well earlier. But Parks got up fairly quickly, did not actually go legs off, so it's good to see him back up again. But once again, back out front, looks like Ethan Parks. My timing in cameras on this track is not doing too well. It keeps trying to tell me that Ethan Parks is in the lead, but he is not. Or he might be, actually. Okay, that's why. I was scanning to the rider ahead of him and trying to say it wasn't him. Okay, makes more sense. I was about to say, I was like, I'm pretty sure Parks is in the lead, but it's telling me it's not. But here we go. Eglin out here. Matthews still. Gatland. Shepard. Seeing if any battles. Heckman is caught up a little bit. Heckman up to 6th spot. He's been doing pretty well throughout this St. Jude series. Sabrina Ritzler, once again, she had an amazing first round. Every round she's done pretty well. Just that first round was awesome. Looks like Rasmus up here versus Green. Brady White still back up here. Going back even further, giving everybody some love. Let's see who I haven't really seen. Parker Allen back here. Good to see him out racing. Tavala, Castellina, Mallow, Smith back here. Holmes, see who all is still going. Adams, Larkins, Kelly, Bloxham, Hernandez, and that's everybody else. So it looks like only about 18 riders left on this main lap still going. Everybody else has kind of dropped out. Oh, battle for the lead once again, heating back up of Eglin versus Parks. Eglin's going to sky it again. Parks, slight mistake. So, yep, there he goes. He's going to get the pass right back by. Going, oh, I thought he might go front flip with the way he pressed on that. That was an interesting, oh, clean battle. Always enjoyable to watch clean battles. Let's actually go on board with Eglin for a second here and see if he can chase down our leader. such a hard jump after going through that whole sand section. But this is a great battle still for the lead. Is he going to get the inside here? He might. Oh, I mean, I'm loving this. They're keeping it very clean. It's a great battle. And this could possibly last a little while. We're 10 minutes out of 15 plus 2. Oh, nice little oppo scrub by Eglin there. Seems like you can't separate these two. They've been battling so much throughout this entire moto. And again, thank you for everybody hanging out there in TV land, both on YouTube and Twitch side. Thank you guys so much for being here. Once again, final round here of St. Jude Race of the Kids 2018 at Vineyard Valley by Bradley Clay, an updated version of last year's track. And our leader goes down and collects Eglin with him. Where is Matthews? Not going to be close enough to capitalize. Parks gets up a little bit quicker than Eglin. Eglin's going to be a little bit disappointed with that. Actually, was probably about to pass Parks, and Parks makes a mistake. Collides with him. Oh! The backflip off. Oh my god, he landed it. Well, that's going to allow... Who is this with him? Wish it would tell me. It looks like it's a lapper that's trying to get back through. Nope, that's actually Matthews. Never mind. Cams just wouldn't keep up with it. And the pass back by Eglin. Once again, it's going to allow Tripp to have a little bit of a gap here after that. So great battling in this front group. And once again, we're running pros and AMs at the same time on the track. Points will be separated still by whatever class they're in. Keep an eye back here. They're still just going at it. But Parks is starting to pull away a little bit. Not much, though. He's only at 2.7 up. But it's not a super long moto compared to actual outdoors. Oh, and Matthews makes the mistake. So it's going to allow Heckman now in fourth to get a little bit closer to third up here. It's still a little ways back, as you can see. Just now getting into the sand. There is Matthews. So not too far back. That's also Shepard right here. And Ritzler is going to be next in line. But back out front, seems like Eglin has got back up to Parks once again. Oh, the case by Parks. Starting to get in some lappers here, it sounds like. Lapper's going to be nice and let him right by. Oh, Eglin looked like he was going to jump a little bit long there in OJ, but oh, right up on the back of Ethan Parks. There's the pass on the outside, possibly. Is he going to shut the door? He does, but he goes back. Wow, great battling here. And there's the pass, and he tries to shut the door on Parks this time. Oh, dually. Oh, no. Parks collides into the back of him. So there's going to be that battle for a little bit. So it's going to allow... Let's see who's next. Wow, my cams are freaking out still. So it looks like... Thanks, cams. I think that's Matthews possibly getting by. That is. If it just let me know, please, game. Parks goes down again, so that was Matthews getting by, and this should be Heckman also. No, Heckman is going to actually go down with Parks here. Let's go allow Shepard now to mix it up into this front group. Oh, and Parks, another mistake. He has to be frustrated with that. He's had such a good race so far, and then just sadly throwing it away. Shepard launching that gap. It's awesome to see these guys take the risk on that one. So Parks versus Heckman here is going to be interesting. Whew, Heckman landing sketch. That's Ritzler right behind, too. So a lot of riders now starting to mix it up in this front group that we haven't seen too much throughout the racing. Back out front, though, Eglin is starting to pull away with a 9.7, actually quite a bit. Matthews... not too far. Wow. So Shepard is up to third. Parks, Heckman, and then there's Ritzler. So this will probably be the closest battle we have towards the front. Oh. Looks like Shepard and Matthews got close there, but might have made a mistake. So Shepard up to second now. Matthews dropping to third. And right here is, yep, here's the battle. It's going to be Heckman, Ritzler, and Parks. And Cam's freaking out once again. Looks like, oh, who was that down? That was, it doesn't tell me. I don't know if it was a front rider. There's Ritzler. The battle is on at Parks versus Heckman. Good friends, so we'll see how they treat this race. I don't see either of them being too aggressive towards the other. But you never know. Heckman definitely caught him a little bit in that outside corner. But backed back off, didn't want to go into the back of him. And right there ahead, that's Matthews, so we might make this a three-way battle. And then right there also, that's Ritzler hiding right here. No, that's actually Shepard, never mind. Thought I saw Ritzler in the background. There she is. And the cams are not liking this track. Oh, Heckman. Huge. So is Shepard's. That's such a fun sky shot jump that you can just throw it massive off of it. Great battle still happening here, though, in this front group. Going ahead just really quick. Yep, Eglin, Matthews. So they're also starting to catch Matthews a little bit. Parks opting still not to take the huge gap, but that's going to allow Shepard to catch right up on him, almost get by him. He had him for a second, backed back off, letting Parks back by. And it's also allowing, as we saw, Heckman to get up ahead of all these guys. Oh, and Parks just OJing like crazy on the downhill. So that's going to take him out. There's Ritzler. Ritzler's going to get 2 for 1 there. She's like, thank you, and got to go right up in a spot. So your leader right now still is Eglin. Second's going to be Heckman. Heckman's gotten by everybody. Matthews third. Yep, Matthews third. Ritzler fourth. Fifth, Parks. Shepard right up here as well. Looks like White back here. A little bit of battle. Rasmus Eriksson versus Green. Green going for the backflip. Landed it, actually. Good job on that. That was pretty cool. Everybody's showing off a little bit here or there for this track. But we're at 17 minutes in the final lap right now, so there's a lot going on. Eglin does have a bit of traffic ahead of him with lappers. We'll see if they cause any issue. No, they all pretty much go out of the way. Heckman's still here. Ritzler is catching him. Matthews right here, so a lot can happen still in this final lap. Yeah, Ritzler, oh, gets destroyed by Matthews. Matthews trying to take that inside rut, does not get it. Instead, blows right over the top, goes right into Ritzler. That honestly didn't look very purposeful. Looks like he was just trying to rail that rut and just didn't quite work out. So right now, Ethan Park still right there. There's Shepard, and Green's down. Oh, and our leader, Eglin, is down. He's up by 29 seconds, so he is not a worry about it at all. And Ritzler is down with Matthews again. Did Matthews... Oh, and Ritzler gets nailed by Trent Shepard trying to get back up. It's going to allow White to get back up here as well. White's going to go by. So Ritzler sadly drops back quite a few spots there. It was all the way up to third. So now in third, that's going to be Parks. Wow. Crazy shakeup. Back out front, your leader doing everything he needed to do this round, really. Eglin just absolutely dominating in this first moto. Heckman skying the gap double. I think it's crazy. Anybody else going to take it? Let's see. Just wondering if Parks might throw it on the final lap just to try it. Still going through. Not too much left on this lap. Got to go through the sand section and then pretty much over. And not a lot going on behind them. Oh, looks like Ritzler's caught on the back of White here. Oh, and White with a mistake, and Ritzler is going to get by. Starting to capitalize on a couple of mistakes there. Just making sure that wasn't anybody important that they're going by on the ground. But Eglin, with one more turn left to go, is going to be your winner here of Moto number 1 for St. Jude Race for the Kids, final round number 4 here at Vineyard Valley. Great way of getting it started. So Heckman more than likely going to take second here. Landing all the way at the bottom there. Nice little wheelie out. So he's going to take second. Great ride for him. Ethan Parks, unless he makes a big mistake, should have third place. And Matthews, yep, far enough ahead that he's going to take fourth. Actually, that was third. It should have been fourth either way. Oh, getting past at the last little turn here. Erickson, is he going to... No, they both go down. Yeah, my cams didn't keep up with that. Trent Shepard is off the track, so that's going to allow Erickson to get through. But wow, Bouquet almost getting the spot. Shepard's still off the side of the track. Is Gatlin going to get him? Gatlin will get it for 9th. Shepard's still down, so Green's going to take 10th. I don't know if he... I think he's just done. Wilder... Parker Allen trying to get through. All these guys off the side of the track here. Parker Allen back up and going. Is he going to get through? No, it's actually he is not. That's going to be well beating Parker Allen across the line. Shepard's still just sitting there. He's just got to think about what just happened. This looks like Guggins is going to take over 14th. 15th is going to go to Howard. Mallow is going to take 16th. More than likely, looks like Shepard's not going to move. Is he done? Oh, yeah, he left. Wow, surprised. So Braden is about last here on the lead lap. So that's going to be everybody. See if any cuts happen in the top. Oh, a couple, actually. Looks like Egelin's going to take the win. Heckman, Parks, and then 4th is actually going to go to Ritzler through cuts over Matthews. And then White, Erickson, okay. Wow, a lot of cuts there again, and we're not going to get it. But Green got 9th, so a couple of cuts jostling the top 10 there. Pretty crazy. But quick little break before we get ready for Moto number 2. I'm not sure how long this break is going to be. I'm going to go into this chat and see if he says anything here in a minute. But some great battles there. And I'm really glad that a lot of people agree with that. It's just for fun. You know, no reason to really get too upset about takeouts and stuff. It's just going to happen. Everybody seemed like they're racing pretty clean out there. Just, you know, you're going to get into each other, so. So once again, we're waiting for Moto number 2. Thanks again for everybody here hanging out with me tonight. A little bit of a small show up tonight, but hey, you know what? I'm here and happy to do this for both the riders and for you guys watching. So it looks like we're waiting just a minute here for Moto number 2 to get started. Not sure. Should be a 5-minute break. Oh, trying to pop my ears. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was waiting to see if he had a time for how long until 3 more minutes. Okay, be right back, guys. All right, so it looks like we're getting ready for the lineup check here for Moto number 2. And of course, once again, if you guys are just joining us, this is the final round of St. Jude Race for the Kids. This is 4th round here at, oh man, all of a sudden got a yawn, sorry, at Vineyard Valley. Track made by Bradley Clay that was updated again this year from last year's version, which is really cool that he went ahead and did that. And yeah, since we don't have a lot to show up tonight, we're doing amateur and pro at the same time. So it's kind of exciting on this final round. All right, so like I said, final lineup check here on the gate. Double checking that everybody is in here. Everybody is ready to race. So once again, pro and am at the same time. Only way to have a nice full gate today. Heckman being smart with that outside there, but I don't know if he's going to make it. No, he does not. I was going to say, I doubt he'll make it over the next hill, but we'll see. And quickly on the restart, good job by Damon again for hosting tonight. Thank you to him. And let's go with, I don't think Rude is actually racing. He might still be. Let's watch him off the start here. Hopefully he can have a better Moto number 2. Moto number 1, he got destroyed in the first corner, and I think he just bailed. I don't blame him, like I said. All right, here we go. Final lineup of St. Jude 2018. Moto number 2 here at Vineyard Valley. And thanks again, everybody, for being here. Let's watch this go. Gate drop. Looks like Rude's going to sit back a little bit this time. I do not blame him with how much happened to Moto number 1. Right now, Heckman is actually going to take your whole shot here. Oh, and he gets into Gatlin and gets him turned around. Disappointing for Gatlin. Parker Allen's going to get a good start here. Dago is up here. And Holmes with him. Let's see who else is here. Smith. There's Rude. He actually got through to the beginning. Egeland, your winner, Moto number 1. Ritzler's up here. Seeing where everybody else is. Wells, Gatlin, Mallow. Bunch of riders up here. Wade, hey, thanks for the $5, dude. Appreciate that. Sorry I don't have any pop-ups or anything here today. Just, you know, commentating. So I do appreciate that. Thank you. I just saw it, and that's awesome. Thank you so much. Right now, Heckman, your leader, holding on to Moto number 2 here with Smith and Dago right by him. That is Root. I was going to say, if anybody has a speed to catch up like he just was. Oh, and he goes down. No. Hopefully he sticks with the race today. Who was that? Just skying at Egeland, just doing anything he can to make it through. Just flying over there. But back out front, Heckman, your man to beat. Dago, I'm hoping that's Dago Adamo. Pretty sure that is. We'll see. Trey Smith up here. Ritzler once again had a decent Moto number 1. White, green, Gatland. Oh, and the Superman legs off. Who's a couple riders down here? I'm not sure who else that is. See Rasmus coming in the teal beautiful gear that is exactly what I'm running myself. He skinned both of our bikes. So if you ever wonder what my bike looks like from third person, if you see Rasmus, that is it. Ritzler up the inside. Great pass. She's going to make it stick as a drag race up the hill. She definitely does and didn't jump too far. Actually, no, he's going to come right back at her. Smith absolutely putting up a battle. And that's Egeland once again having a great Moto number 1, winning it. It's going to go up the inside. Swaps going everywhere. Great racing out there. Heckman still your leader after we go through the first lap. Egeland third right here. Once again, one Moto number 1 is that's White right there, actually. Gatlin, Parker, Allen coming up through. Well, Dago, Erickson. There is Root. I was curious if he was still going. Glad to see him out here still trying. Once again, as I was talking about, there is the teal gear of Erickson. Beautiful as it is. Looks just like my bike. Trey Smith getting back up after a wreck there. Let's go back a little bit further, see if this is producing any more of a battle. Ritzler pulling away a little bit over Egeland, but Egeland definitely wants that spot to go 1-2 if he gets by, or definitely go fight for the 1-1 if he could catch up to Heckman, that's for sure. Where is Root? Sky in the gap. He actually made the table on. I've yet to see anybody do that. Glad to see somebody actually taking the drive to go for the massive gap. Trying to get around well here. Up the inside. Great pass. Come back a little bit further. I'm curious on where Parks is. There he is. Not having as good of a moto as he did number 1. In Moto 1, he battled for the lead for 90%. Oh, and just can't catch a break. That's Kelly going down right in front of him. Our lead has stretched to 5.7, so if he gets the legs off, he definitely will get caught up and passed. But Eglin versus Ritzler right now. Eglin did get by. Right behind him, that is White. Eglin just absolutely throwing it dirty right there in front of Ritzler. Ritzler definitely might be the faster rider of these two this moto. She looks a little bit more confident than she did in the first moto. Maybe having some more laps on the track helped out. Oh, and Eglin getting swampy in the sand, but holding on somehow. Once again, any mistake like that allows Heckman just to pull away that much more if he's on it. Parker Allen versus Gatlin here. Oh, and just over the berm he goes. So Ritzler is dropped off a little bit off Eglin. Eglin is actually taken off. And you can see White right there. I'm curious on how far back Root is now. There he is. Not too far back. Definitely the guy you guys got to watch out for. Always one of the fastest riders you'll ever see. Keeping an eye on him if he goes. There it is. I was going to say if he goes for the big gap. There it is again. The table on. Gatlin behind it, taking a different line, almost landing on him. Oh, rider down. That will be Ritzler, sadly. Ritzler with the mistake. So that puts Root up to 4th spot. So slowly catching. Let's go back to our 2nd and 3rd. Not really much going on. White far enough back. There's Root coming up to the pack. Gatlin, Ritzler. Looks like Erickson versus Well here. Well going for the gap from a different angle so you can see it differently that time. Castellaneta is also right up here in this battle. So Erickson, Castellaneta, Well, I thought it had a mistake there, but just taking the corner a little bit slow. Drag race. There's Jesse Matthews having a decent moto number 1. Parker Allen, Ethan Park slowly starting to claw his way through the pack. 14th. Trying to see the gap between Eglin and Heckman. You can see him a ways in the distance there. There's Root now up to 3rd place. I have a feeling if anybody can catch up to these two and make it happen, it's going to be him. Let's actually go on board with Root for a little bit. I've yet to see him around this track. He's always just amazing to watch. .213.1. 90% sure that's faster than he ran in qualifying. Oh, the smack into that lift that he's doing, but I don't know how he's coming out of it. A little bit of magic, man. Looks like everybody's having a little bit of lag tonight, sadly. And as we say that, he is disappeared. He's still going, though. But he has disappeared from our radar. Either or out front. Heckman still your leader. Eglin doing what he can to catch him. If he gets him, it's 1-1 for him. And here's Root. Let's see if we can actually see him now. Barely. Still stuttering a little bit. trying to get on board with him so you guys can see that huge gap that he's doing. I'm not sure where exactly it's at on the track, but it is huge when he does it. Here's that awesome table double from the side. Actually, I think this is the jump right here. Nope. I was wrong. Can't remember where exactly it's on the track. That downhill step down is just insane. But as you can see there, you're starting to catch Egeland and Heckman just a little bit. You can start to see them in this corner of your screen. Dropping way down. Oh, here it is, actually. Nope, never mind. Thought it was. Oh, an off-track route goes. Pushing a little bit too hard there. But back out front, Heckman making a slight mistake. That's going to allow Egeland to get back a little bit closer. So there's Roots starting to catch up to this front pack, but right behind them, we got Gatlin, White, and Ritzler here battling. Ritzler getting close to this front three already again. Had a great beginning of the moto, and then sadly made a big mistake, drop back. Then behind them, Matthews, with the mistake, so Erickson is just going to keep going. But keeping an eye on Root, though. Like I said, fastest guy on the track for sure. Just wondering if he's going to be able to put on the pressure enough to catch this front crew. Egeland definitely is caught up to Heckman. This is now a 2.7 second gap. Not much at all. And then there's Root right there. So it's almost exactly even in this front three. But Root absolutely the fastest lap on the track. Heckman sitting at a 2:19, 2:18, and a 2:13 as fastest lap. So Root just on it. And again, here's Heckman. So just seeing the gap distance. Heckman opting not to do the big double gap. Oh, and he goes legs off anyways. Wow, Root almost makes a mistake as well. So 2 for 1 there against Heckman, sadly. So that's going to allow Root to get up to second. Honestly, did not expect him to get the win after having a couple mistakes there. But he is, I mean, it's Hunter Root. You can't count him out at all. He just somehow is that fast. This track was made by Bradley Clay. It's a Vineyard Valley. We raced it last year during St. Jude, and then he came back and redid it this year as a updated version, which is really cool. So, huge thank you to him once again. Great battle here. This is for the lead too. Once again, if Egeland gets this, he goes 1-1. If Root gets it, Egeland will go 1-2, which isn't too bad. Root will go like 20. Oh, how did he save it? Wow. That's some crazy in-game bike control. That's all I gotta say. Well, Root opting to go back inside again off that to get ready for the next turn. We're at almost 12 minutes of a 15+2, the final moto of the night. Root staying crazy low on that. Not making it as far across as Egeland did, but still definitely getting some good speed out of it. But this is going to come down to the last couple laps. It should get exciting. He takes the jump, makes the huge double, the transfer. K-Dub would be proud. Here's Egeland. Yeah, that gap definitely will shave a couple seconds off your lap. He is just on it on this lap. I wonder what this lap time is going to be if he can hold it together. Crazy that he's taking that the chance on that transfer, though. Egeland doing the best he can. So we still got Heckman back here, Ritzler, White, and Gatland. Not too much going on. Castellaneta trying to get after... Actually, no, that's just a lapper in between. So back out front, though. Like I said, I'm just curious on what lap time this is going to be from Root. because this looks like it's going to be a banger. That's all I got to say. Yeah, he's already opened up a gap on Eglin that he was just battling at for almost 4 seconds already as we go into the sand section. This is where you make or break your lap, though, honestly. If you can have a good sand section in this track, that's 90% of your time on this track. Just such a hard section to get just right. Root making it look easy. Root is one of the only riders that's doing this, too. Is actually making it all the way up this while scrubbing, no problem. Here's the end of the lap. Let's see what he gets, actually. This is going to be a 2:11.4. Wow, that is insane. Root is just on another level right now. And I think he's going to back off. He knew that was just such a good lap. I think he's going to wait for Eglin to have a little battle with him and have some fun. Oh, and he's backflipping it now. I mean, that was just a heater of a lap. That's all I can say. That was just the fastest I've seen anybody go on this track. Yeah, definitely waiting up on Eglin. Probably throw some dualies with him. Who knows? Let's go on board with him, actually, see if he hits the big gap. No, he's not going to do it this time. That's where it is right there. You jump all the way up on top of this table. Oh, the huge... Root is now just having fun. He's showing off for everybody. Doing it for the kids. That's why we love Root. He shows up to these and hangs out with everybody. I'll never forget the very first round this year. Him and Ritzler put on quite a good show. So Heckman's going to have a decent overall this week. Parks, what has he caught up to? 7th. He had, like I said, the lead most of motor number 1. And then skying it is Eglin again. But just keeping an eye on these two. This could be some interesting whips and oppos here coming very soon. Just crazy how Hunter Root can just flip a switch pretty much and just make it happen. Just so fast. Root really letting off the gas in that corner, that's for sure. I thought Eglin was going to go right into him. So Root off in the outside line to make it more interesting. Just showing how fast he is to that section, just making it up, no problem. But also, Eglin is on a 250. And the fronty... Oh, he lands it. Honestly, didn't think he was going to have enough rotation. I think Root's going to throw something here to answer back to that. Yep, there's the fronty back by Root. Just going to go hand in hand, have a little bit of fun here, playing with this lead battle. Oh, they both throw it dirty. Oh, and Eglin almost holds on. Oh. Root sees it. He's like, dude, I'm going to wait up for this guy. Let's see if he actually takes the gap this time. Let's go on. Oh, wait, no, we already passed it. I should take it back. Here it is. There you go. I was wanting to show you guys this. This is the huge transfer. Root's the only guy on the track right now that I've really seen going for it. It's just awesome. It's such a huge... It takes every ounce of power on the 450 just to barely make it. But thanks, Clay, for adding a really awesome, about 100 and, I don't know, what would you guys call that? Almost 200-foot transfer. Oh, Root just so smooth over that. And there's also the final lap. Either or, Eglin's still going to get the overall in this. He's got to be happy with that. Root just having a blast. Glad to see him out here having fun. See what he has for this. Just nice scrub, staying low. Eglin opposite way, which is pretty cool. Root just turning it on. It's like I said, just crazy, just a flick of a switch pretty much, and he's just on it. He can just go off and on whenever he wants. And here we go, back up this jump here, just showing how he can get the speed through these rollers. 254 versus 450 power as well, too. Who's that behind him? That's Heckman just kind of creeping up. And Root's like, you know what? I've been having fun with you. And they're going to take it side by side. So Eglin's going to win that with the overall with a 1-2. Unless cuts, of course. Heckman, great ride for him. Going to take a third. I think he got second overall today, actually. Brady White's going to come in. Great, awesome ride for him. Top 5. Can never be upset with that. Gatlin coming through. Is that a lapper with him? Looks like she's going down, too. So Gatlin's going to make a cross. No, that was Ritzler, actually. Just didn't count on timing. Oh, Ritzler going to go down, trying to get a top 5. Great ride still for the weekend. Good friend of mine, Ethan Parks, not quite making the overall that he was planning on. But, hey, he had a great first moto. Battled for the lead for a good bit of it. Dropped back a little bit. And then the second moto, not so well. Rasmus, great job. Top 10, 8th place here. Wilder, pretty sure. I guess that's a... No, that's Matthews just counting behind him. His timing has just been weird this moto. So Matthews going to get across. And then that's going to be Wilder. Castellaneta is going to go across. Dago is going to take a 12th, sorry. Well is going to go across in 13th. Green Downs looks like Mallow is going to take over that 14th. He's like, you know what? I'll take it if you don't want it. Never forget, even though a lot of these guys aren't as close to the front pack, it was Pro and AMs together. Oh, and Green goes down again. So Boquet is going to go across the line. Green's still trying to get going. He is going to make it across. He's actually going to make it through in 16th. Then got a front flip going. Good job. Smith gets the battle done here at the very end. Not sure who that was with him. Not showing me for whatever reason. So it looks like Kelly is your last rider on the lead lap here in 18th, coming through. And once again, Eglin taking your overall. 99% sure Heckman got second here is your overall. And there we go. Timing is in. Let's double check. Looks like Hunter Root is actually going to get second, so he did give it to Eglin with the cuts there, and then Heckman's going to take a third. White 4th, 5th going to be Gatlin, 6th Ritzler, 7th Parks, 8th Erickson, and last 2 either or in the top 10. Man, what a crazy night of racing. I think it was actually a really cool idea to have AMs and pros race together. That was really cool. You know, just I don't know. It's always kind of a sad ending, you know, every year when we finish St. Jude. But all I got to say is thank you guys so much for being a part of it. We raised over $2,000 this year for St. Jude, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much. I really couldn't, you know, I don't know. I really couldn't thank you guys enough. It's always a sad goodbye, but at the same time, don't forget, this doesn't mean that, you know, I'm done streaming. I'll be back live again tomorrow night. We'll be doing a couple of things. I'm actually going to leave here and go finish watching tonight's hockey game. But all I got to say is thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for everybody hanging out in chat tonight. If you guys enjoyed on Twitch and you're new, hit that follow button if you haven't yet. If you're on YouTube side, please hit that sub. And Brenna, crazy racing with you guys tonight. I mean, it's been so much fun. Just thank you guys, everybody, for showing up. Thank you, Damon, for hosting all this. Thank you to our sponsors, NutUp. NutUp is going to be offering a couple of our prize packs to the top riders. We're going to be working out that tomorrow. Just everybody for helping out. EMF helping out. Johan offering servers. Everything. Not a dime went in any of our pockets, guys. That was the coolest part. Every single dime, penny, anything went to St. Jude. Yeah, great series. Again, thank you, everybody. Have a great night. This will be up on YouTube later. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just weird. It's just, like I said, just it's hard to say goodbye. But 2018 St. Jude Race for the Kids. That's a wrap up. Have a good night, guys.